Okay, so hopefully this will be a very quick, very cute video, and because my next video will be about all three Avatar films, so that's probably going to be about 30 minutes. Now, I'll try to keep it under 30, but we'll see how that goes. Okay, so this video, if you click this video, you know it's about the drama. Now, we're going to start with probably the most obvious aspect if you've heard anybody speak about this film. And one of the most interesting aspects is how Emma probably had the best morals out of that whole table. She got crucified for thoughts and plans that never saw the light of day instead of praised for her actions. Her actions, which were actually to stand up against gun violence, especially in America. Then she had her wedding and her relationship ruined for simply having ugly thoughts, which people have every single day. No one else at that wine tasting, except for Emma, decided to do better because what they did was wrong, or even fully processed their actions. Emma should have been thanked, or perhaps even praised, for being the only person at that table with incredible resilience, for coming out of that dark mindset. After seeing the damage and repercussions of a mass shooting, she decided to advocate and try to stop it from happening to anybody else. And to clarify, I'm not saying that her secret was good, but she got crucified and punished for thoughts and plans, not actions. Robert's character almost caused the kids suicide, literally made his entire family leave the school and place they were living in because of whatever he was saying online. That's horrible. The hysterical white woman almost killed a mentally disabled child. Her husband just watched his ex-girlfriend, get attacked by a street dog, did nothing but hide. All the characters suck, and all their secrets were horrible. But only one tried to make up for her actions and mistakes. And actually, 2 of 4 doubled down instead of making up or even dropping Emma's secret as a lesson learned and nothing more. Weird move overall, but definitely an interesting introspection on white victimhood, especially pertaining to white women and white internal prejudice. Now I say internal because they think it's not there even when they're showing clear signs of it, like the hysterical white woman having said that her husband grew up around guns. That was clearly targeted. So they didn't hold back on the white internal prejudice against people of color. Specifically, how the goalposts on mistakes and moral is moved based on one's skin color. Essentially, who deserves mercy and the true rehabilitation and who doesn't. Like how a white man could go to prison, come out and start a podcast. A black man goes to prison and nobody will hire him, he can't get a job. By the white justice gaze, of course. Now, on first watch, it was a 6 out of 10. But good character work and white societal character examination. Now that we're past the obvious, the thing I was wondering throughout the film was how come it was Emma's secret, yet Robert's character was the one racked with guilt. Now, Robert started out appalled because the temperature in the room changed, so his first big emotion was disgust. After the conversation about her childhood, every reaction to that secret seemed to resemble guilt in some way. And because the movie is in Robert's character's POV, we get a view into all his thoughts. It started with seeing Emma holding a gun in their wedding photos. Then he saw himself romantically hanging out with a younger version of Emma. And in my opinion, I did not take that as he's into kids. But those dark thoughts turned him on in some way. Because he was too, at some point, in a place of ruining somebody's life for your own personal feelings. Throughout the film, he sees little Emma and Emma with a gun, and one scene, even her lingerie, and it seemed like he was trying to put his guilt of being low-key turned on by her secret into indecision about what to do about her secret. I truly think he was turned on because the scene where he finds the gun lingerie book and his reaction to that, and then the cheating scene. The cheating scene felt like he wanted to have sex with someone normal, or even prove that he could get it up without thinking about his fiance holding a gun. Or perhaps prove that he can still do it at all, because in the last time we see him and Emma have sex, it did not go well. Perhaps it wasn't the gun that turned him on at all. Maybe it was the secrecy and the darkness of it all. At some point, he justifies her secret with a fantastic point, but perhaps more so to convince himself and normalize the thoughts. Suddenly, actions and behaviors that she presented before her secret was shown as maybe a red flag, or maybe even more so internalized on his point, especially pertaining to how much he praised their sex life in the beginning of the movie, only for her to continue the same exact actions and be met with a different reaction. He began searching for reasons to hold on to it, not accept it as what it was and move on, or even skip the process like he did with his own secret and just let it go. So I have to wonder why everyone else got let off the hook for actions, but not Emma for thoughts and plans that never saw the light of day. If not guilt or arousal or disgust, what about her secret touched him specifically? Perhaps the true answer is that in the beginning he didn't feel that bad about it at all. But the hysterical white woman's reaction made him feel guilty or ashamed for not taking that secret more seriously, which led to a downward spiral on his own messy thoughts and feelings on the matter. Now, I could see you arguing it wasn't arousal, because when they were laying in bed together, she brought up the situation thinking he was thinking about it and he could not get hard. But it wasn't just the one time we saw her holding a gun without clothes on. So he was clearly thinking about her holding a gun in a sexual way. And then to try and make out with and almost have sex with the co-worker of his who he brought the situation to, and she had an irrational thought about it, like call the cops. For what? I have no idea. But for him, maybe it was more so, I need to feel normal about this. And to me, if you don't have any personal ties to the situation, I don't understand why he would hold on to it for as long as he did, especially given that his own secret was worse than hers. She planned, you did. Very different things. And good on her for having the ability to not let her dark thoughts take over so much so she couldn't do anything but go through with her plan. She did way better than anybody else in this movie. And that hysterical white woman, down in her name, don't care, will always be the worst person in this film. Period. She was the worst person in this film, and she was the worst secret that was told. But her character did what it needed to do. You know, Karen's gonna Karen, but, you know, that blew me. So I wonder what y'all's perspective is on why Robert held on to it so long. I get that it's a crazy secret, but it wasn't really like an action. If the question was, what's the worst thing you've ever done? She should have come up with another answer, because she didn't do anything. She planned something, but she didn't do anything. I'm going to stick with my 6 out of 10 rating. So we got past the obvious and the hypotheticals, but let me tell you my true review and feelings on this movie. I believe Robert Pattinson's character has an issue. That issue is the fear of perception. And it showed itself early on during the wedding dance. He was more worried about how she was coming across more than what she actually wanted for her wedding. He did not take her seriously, and he barely gave his own opinion at all in that scene, which is typical for him. This fear of others' perception shows its head even when they first meet. He feels he's being stared at, which in the beginning felt like a perfectly fine reaction to being ignored, until it became part of a pattern. She being Emma, may have that same fear, but more subtle, because why let the hysterical white woman continue to be at her wedding, and not only be there, but be her maid of honor after everything? But realistically, she probably felt their reactions were justified, and she didn't deserve to be treated better than the way that she was. And so she tried to take the high road until it began to blow up her wedding, and that's when her true feelings on the matter exposed itself. My opinion is Emma should leave all of these people in the past, yes, including her fiance, or I guess husband now. And my review is, this movie was good, memorable solely for the way that it was marketed and for the secret that was actually, bombastic. Not something that I would recommend though, or go watch in the theater. Not something I think should be the top 10 of anything or even award winning. Now, I would love to know what you think about this and, how the movie came across, how the characters came across, especially, as well as if you think this movie was recommendable and award-winning in some way. Let me know. I would love to hear your thoughts. I've been replying to comments like crazy, so don't worry, I will get back to you, even if it takes me a day or two. Drink some water, do some stretches, take care of yourself. I've been doing that lately. And I think you should too. Yeah, that's it. Bye!